When it comes to evaluating the swing, there are two key questions we need to answer. One, do your mechanics allow you to generate sufficient bat speed? And two, will your bat path allow you to consistently apply the bat speed you generate? We're just evaluating the swing. We're diagnosing, not prescribing. We're not fixing anything at this point. We simply want to know what's required, where you currently stand, and know what to address. Step one is establishing your baseline before wasting time and money on showcases. You need to know before you go. Pretty much 80% of what you need to know about stretch created by a player you can see in this one checkpoint. Checking the upper body positions as the front heel plants, the back heel lifts, and the back knee engages. If you get into this lower body position and you still have some pullback with your hands, your front shoulder is tucked, and your elbow and your barrel are slotted, you're in business, like the player on the right. If you get to that heel exchange checkpoint and your front shoulder is gone, your hands are gone, and your barrel is gone or casting out and away, you're disconnected with the barrel, you're going to have problems creating bat speed and having good bat path. We've gone over what the ideal MLB logo launch position looks like, but when evaluating your own video, tracking forward or advancing the video to the correct spot is critical. If you don't accurately identify the correct moment, you can get a false read on what's actually happening. So really seeing when the back heel lifts and the back knee engages, when the back heel and knee and elbow unit are more obvious and efficient swings. It can be somewhat confusing because the heel exchange happens in a blink, and properly distinguishing between if the back knee is truly engaging or initiating leg drive, or if it's just caving and being pulled along by the front side, meaning the front hip or shoulder leaking early and out of sequence. We want to see the back knee start to corkscrew down and not cave in. So when advancing video to the right spot, you want to really see that point when the back heel, back knee, back hip, and back elbow engage simultaneously. The entire backside pinches in together as a unit. One of the common issues you'll see with inefficient swings is the back heel sort of being glued to the ground while the back elbow advances well ahead of the hands and the back knee lazily caves in instead of driving down corkscrew style. At the same time, the swing truly initiates when the back knee engages, so there'll be times when a hitter is really good at staying on the back leg, when you'll see the back knee corkscrew down before much noticeable back heel lift. In those cases, you'll see the back ankle flex a little and the back foot roll to the instep as the back knee engages before seeing the back heel really lift. So the back knee really initiates the swing, but a lot of times we'll see it with the heel lift and that heel exchange once the front heel plants and the back heel starts to pop up. So to locate the ideal MLB logo launch position, stop the video when the back heel has clearly started to lift and or the back knee is corkscrewing down. From here, just do the MLB logo launch position checklist that we've gone over to check the upper body position in terms of where the back elbow is, where the hands and the barrel position are, and how close off the front side is. Identifying bat path with video. When advancing video to the right spot, we're really first keying in on when the back elbow gets tight to the ribs at the hip and the hands are near the shoulder to start to see path. Then as the back hip pivots, you want to pause at the frame when the hands get out in front of the body. From here, we want to see the true bat leg position with the knob is to the pitcher, the trademark is tight to the upper arm, the barrel's pointed to the catcher's mask, and the drive hand is punching forward. Done right, the bat label or trademark stays tight to the upper arm and is pulled across the upper arm or shoulder area, like a violin bow across the strings as the hands go forward, with the knob pointed to the pitcher and the barrel pointed towards the catcher before the barrel quickly snaps around into contact. Guys that leak the front side start to see the barrel disconnect before this hands out front checkpoint. With these types of players casting the barrel out, you'll see the trademark work away from the upper arm and the barrel cast out like casting a fishing rod. You won't see the ideal bow across the violin action. It's just working away from the body, away from the upper arm and shoulder. So the result is barrel drag and the barrel working around the hitting zone instead of being in the zone. The two key questions again: do your mechanics allow you to generate sufficient bat speed? Will your path allow you to consistently apply that bat speed you generate? We'll determine that based on the two key swing positions: the MLB logo launch position to understand stretch, and the bat lag position to understand path. Plugging in the swing component to the metrics formula is what really makes this evaluation process work, and makes what was previously difficult to figure out on your own now simplified. Don't make things too complicated. Cell phone video is all you need. You don't need anything fancy to film. You don't need fancy video analysis software to slow things down. You can literally just take a video on your phone and use the slider to toggle along one frame at a time. Just keep it simple. I at least want to mention this before you start evaluating your own swing. When you're analyzing swings and really focusing on key checkpoints to see, for example, where the back elbow is, where the front hip is, where the back heel is, it's crucial to have the right angle to film from. So it's extremely important to make sure that you're consistent with where the camera is set up. Straight on, a perpendicular angle to the player, camera facing the letters on the chest, belly button, the camera set up within the width of the batter's box. You want it to be this one on the left. You can see that he's within the width of the batter's box if you're looking at the cursor here. So it's straight on with the chest, letters, belt buckle, not this. This is an example of way off center, essentially from the backstop and behind the hitter. Catcher is blocking the view, as you can see here. You can't really tell what the heels are doing. Even if this were BP and not with a catcher, we're well outside of the width of the batter's box, with a high risk of misinterpreting what we see based on this angle. And you don't want to do this one either. This is a slightly better angle than the last one, but still too drastic of an angle to be reliable, and it's too far away. Just do your best to stay within the width of the batter's box so you're from the vantage point that gives you the best chance to be accurate and consistent with your evaluation. If you're filming while using a tee, this is also crucial to understand before evaluating your own swing. You want to avoid unnatural overcoil of the shoulders for false stretch or torque. Don't cheat. For an accurate assessment, treat the tee like a normal swing on a normal pitch. Get into your regular setup and stance and start your swing by looking forward at an imaginary pitcher and simulate regular eye and head movement as though a pitch were actually being thrown and you're actually tracking the ball. Here's an example. The same player, the same position, same event, same day. Off the tee, his back is almost completely turned to the pitcher. This is unrealistic for a game situation. If I get this video sent to me with metrics info, I'm assuming bat speed and exit velocity are overinflated by at least 3 or 4 miles an hour each. You won't fool the coaches, so don't cost yourself goodwill by trying to pull one over on them. This last picture is just crazy. It's a full windup. Back and shoulders, even the hips are 100% turned away from the pitcher. This would never happen in a game or in a live BP situation. Coaches will take your metrics with a grain of salt if this is the video they see.